The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, let's go.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Smith. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready. 10-2 stop. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 2.
2nd and 5. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Topper! Switch gears. Rock it. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 13. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Testing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
Today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now! Go! Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch. 6-6. Pull it high.
Here's McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56 to Mike.
They'll set up to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, echo. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go again. Hey, drop snap.
They're going to try and throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Look at me. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Stay with your man. 58.
Dude.
Back to throw here. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
80 weapon. Get it.
Smith. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tight dog.
They'll run it now with Smith. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
52. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Yes. Hey, look at me, zipper.
Choose the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. It's gonna be a long.
Yo, fast. Ready?
Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Where the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Bad call. Bad audible. Shouldn't have went on the toss on the goal line like that. I should have cut power right up the middle. That's his weakness. He knows it. He's overcompensating for it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
His offense can't do shit.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yes, he's passed.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a run with McCaffrey. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
When he says it don't really work, so I'm just testing it out. But also, the fan got to.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Because I know he can't throw.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On no run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. But off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
He's coming to you. Ready?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey. Defense.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down. They see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Kill. Yep.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's so worried about that stretch.
Let's get it.
They go back to the ground with Smith. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
58, come on. 58, come on. Not today, you are. Not today. 58, boy, 58. 58, Mike.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I'll get a defense at the other end.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
I got 2 guys
there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
That's cool.
1st down, Panthers.
Right there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
It might have fallen asleep.
Slam.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip.
Ready?
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
70, Indy.
Come on. 25, check 25, check 25. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Squeeze. Be driven.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
I scored. I didn't get shut
runs
out.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They run again with Jackson, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Tighten up.
General West.
99, check 99. Kill.
Go on.
Check safety.
Watch twist. On the ball.
This is McCaffrey, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just to say, I scored. I didn't get shut out. Told you. He more concerned about scoring a field goal, not getting shut out. That's a loser mentality.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Didn't get shut out.
And McManus able to put it through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge.
They scored 3 points.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
A first down carry for Smith. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed because they gave up the field goal. But deep inside, somewhat satisfied as well, because you know how hard it is to keep people from scoring in this league. And the idea that you just gave up 3, yeah, your coaches will get on you. They'll say, we should have had the shutout. But they also will be pretty satisfied with that type of a performance.
So for the Giants, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to